I am going to share with you today why I am so passionate about the Shaklee Corporation and the Shaklee products. At 15, I and my 3 friends would go roller skating every Friday night at the West Seneca roller rink. There was this really cute guy there that always was with his girlfriend. My 3 friends had a crush on him. One week, the rumor had it that they had broken up. So one of my friends asked me if I would approach him and ask him to skate with her. So I did. I went up to Gene and I asked him, and he said, "No, I'm not really interested, but I would love to skate with you." That was the end of my friendship with those 3 friends and the beginning of a long life love and best friendship with Gene. We were engaged 6 years later. But the day that President Kennedy was assassinated, Gene called me. He said, "I have bad news." He was drafted and would leave before Christmas. We would have to postpone the wedding. He returned after basic training in March, and he called me and he asked me if I would marry him the next weekend because he had 2-week leave. We planned a wedding in 1 week. We had a Polish wedding with 100 people there. Gene left for Fort Riley, Kansas, to join the Big Red One. Now, if you saw the movie, The Big Red One, you would know it was the 1st Infantry Division that landed on the beaches in World War I, World War II, in Korea. We didn't know that. I followed him shortly after and lived in Kansas for 1 year, and we had our first baby. When Dan was a few weeks old, Gene came home with orders. He was told to take me home and return to California in 2 weeks. He came back after 6 months of having Agent Orange sprayed over him while they cleared the brush in Vietnam. All the children born after that had health issues. Jim had a 3rd breast and was tongue-tied. Tom had ear infections, allergies, asthma, and eczema right from the start. Kathy's kidneys were not attached. She had kidney damage because they never did anything until she was 18 months old. After surgery, on a scale of 1 to 10, she had a 6 in severity and would probably have lots more surgeries and more health issues, I was told. But in 1979, I was frustrated with all the health issues, and we joined Shaklee. Everyone started showing health improvement, which continued every day that we were on Shaklee. And Kathy grew normally, had no more problems, and had 2 little boys. I asked myself, if it worked so well for us, why don't I find out more about this so I can help others? And this is the reason I am so passionate right today about Shaklee. Now, this is my family, which was taken at Easter. All are healthy, including Gene and Kathy and the boys. We have grown into a very healthy 19 people, and all are on Shaklee Nutrition. Shaklee has many firsts and awards, including the first multi, the first plant-based soy protein, and the first only official Earth Day product in 1960. Dr. Shaklee was born in a coal mining town with tuberculosis. The doctor said he would not live as other babies with tuberculosis had died. His parents moved him to a farm and fed him natural foods and herbs. He became a doctor, a philosopher, an inventor, a chiropractor, survived radiation burns in his chiropractic office, and with his 2 sons, he started the Shaklee Corporation, finding it on the golden rule at age 65, and he lived to be 91 years old. Dr. Casimir Funk and 19-year-old Shaklee worked together, discovering the vitamine. Dr. Funk found it by polishing rice, and Dr. Shaklee found it by mixing fruits and vegetables. Dr. Funk named them and got the credit for discovering them, but young Shaklee made the first vitamin in 1915. Now, Roger Burnett is our CEO and owner, and Heather Chastain is the president of Shaklee U.S. and Canada. Dr. Daggy is the Chief Science Officer and heads 75 scientific team. Our Presidential Master Coordinator, Bill Firth, was the first Shaklee distributor in New York State in 1970. With Earth Day last Saturday, I thought his story would be of interest to you.
There was a lake south of Rochester, New York, called Lake Kniskus. It's actually in a little village called Livonia, New York. And one of our distributors had come across someone in that area, and we got wind, came back to me, that this wonderful lake was dying. In the process of discussion, this idea of using a phosphate-free product, which at that time was not a common thing. And so through a process of working with the University of the Geneseo State University, Buffalo State University, the state of New York, I went to Shaklee and I asked them if they wanted to participate in the ideal situation. There were 512 homes in Livonia, New York. If we could get every home using biodegradable product, could we affect the end result and see a change in the lake? Shaklee agreed to it, the company. We got Boy Scouts to distribute to every home, 512 homes, boxes of Basic L. Every home in Livonia, New York used Shaklee products for that period of time. As they are using the product, and as within a very short period of time, and I happened to be there down at the lake when the scientists were looking for the microorganisms, and I don't know all the quite what they're looking for, but I remember them saying that. And they were very excited because it didn't take long to begin to see what they were looking for, and what they were looking for was life. And so that's how Lake Kniskus got saved. That's how they've got a very beginnings of documentation. The other universities picked up on it. Eventually, it became a part of a tool that helped pass a law that banned phosphates in the state of New York.
Today, all 50 states have banned and partially banned phosphates in laundry detergents, and 17 states have banned phosphates in dishwashing detergents. Thank you, Shaklee. Did you know that our food today is 50% less important vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and phytonutrients as it did 100 years ago? This is why it's very important to supplement with quality vitamins, minerals, and protein. And this was done at the University of Colorado. Did you know that your body rebuilds itself in less than 365 days every year? It will rebuild better or worse depending on what you feed it. You could rebuild your body with processed junk food and junk supplements that don't have enzymes and are not doing anything for your body and therefore don't build healthy cells. Or you could rebuild your body with healthy foods and Shaklee vitamins and protein that contain enzymes to build healthy cells and build a healthy body. Shaklee vitamins don't cost that much. You can buy them for less than 30 cents a day and add the best soy protein on the market for $1.18. You've got a total of under $2 a day of a start of a really good supplement program. A couple of years ago, Centrum advertised that it was the most studied vitamin on the market. But Consumers Report in May 2013 gave them the HUSPA award, meaning you've got to be kidding me, because the 10-year study proved that Centrum did not work at all. Now, Shaklee has over 133 plus peer-reviewed double-blind studies published in medical journals that you can actually read why and how they did their study and what the results of the study proved. And those are available on a website, too, that I could share with you if you're interested. Shaklee's peer-reviewed landmark study was of 300 people that took Shaklee vitamins, minerals, and Shaklee soy protein for 20 to 42 years. The average age of the people that were on the study was 63 years old, and it was compared to 63-year-old non-supplement users and 58-year-old other supplement users. It was done by renowned nutritional researcher Dr. Gladys Block at the University of Berkeley, and it was peer-reviewed. Shaklee users were proven to be healthier in all areas and taking a whole lot less in any kind of medications. Jean and I were on the study as well as the one that followed 10 years later. That was the telomere study, and this was personally done by Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, 2009 Nobel Peace Prize winner for medicine, for discovering the telomeres on the end of everyone's DNA. It kind of is like the plastic on the end of a shoelace. The longer it is, the healthier you are. The Shaklee people were compared to 41-year-old healthy non-smokers, non-drinkers that did not take Shaklee. The results were that the Shaklee group at 80 years old had the same length telomeres as the 41-year-old healthy users. There is the difference between what nature makes and what man makes. These are chiromograms. They show the difference in vitamin supplements. The first one is synthetic, the second is a health food store, the third is Shaklee Vital E, and the fourth is Shaklee Alfalfa. The more prominent the color is, the rings and those spikes mean is enzymes moving around. The greater the biological activity and the enzyme foundations. Chiromograms show that nature does something that man cannot duplicate. Even when chemical analysis is identical, there's something that still isn't there, and it's life. It's enzymes and life. Finally, this 10-year peer-reviewed study that came out in March this year proved that soy is not only safe, but very beneficial for breast cancer survivors. The soy users in 6,300 people were healthier, lived longer, and had less reoccurrence of cancer than the non-soy users. Also, it proved that estrogen in soy is not anything like the estrogen in women. So soy is good for children, men, and women, and helps to prevent cancer. However, not all soy is created equal. These are the quality control checklist. Shaklee soy meets all the great standards. It's grown organically. It is non-GMO. It's water washed. Enzymes are protected. Calcium added to prevent acidity. Every batch has the 9 essential amino acids. Anti-thyroid and anti-growth enzymes are removed, and they are never roasted or TVP. All Shaklee products, by the way, are gluten-free, and I know that's an issue for some people. I wanted to mention that. Now, there are free memberships and special discount with all the next 3 choices I'm going to show you. This is a good plan. It's Vital E, omega-3, and our Life Shake protein, our soy protein. This is a better plan, which is Vitalizer and Life Shakes, and this is the best plan. This is the plan that was on the Telomeres program. It's the Life plan with the most comprehensive nutritional system available. What you think you look, what you think you do, what you think you are. Don't think for one moment that your daydreams are beyond your power of accomplishment. Shaklee Corporation was once but a daydream. That is the philosophy of Dr. Forrest C. Shaklee Sr. This business has been in business for 61 years, and it's still in harmony with nature. Thank you so much.